New Testament. Okay? We know this. Everybody knows what I'm talking about with the seven churches of Asia. Okay. Revelation chapters 2 and 3. First, we want to note that each church was geographical in nature. The first thing which must be noted is that each of the seven churches referred to in Revelation were in a specific geographical area. Each was referred to as a singular church in each of those cities. Not even once does the Bible even hint that more than one church was located within any of those geographical areas. Now, in the traditional structure, you know what we think that means? One voice, one pulpit, one meeting place. But what do you do if you're Ephesus with over 100,000 members? Oh, all this modern technology is wonderful. You get the good enough sound system, you can preach to 1 million people. When the Pope has done his world tours, they get all that sound system hooked up, and he gives his masses to 1 million plus people. How did they handle a church of 100,000 people in Ephesus with no sound systems? They must have had a different structure than we've got. In normal traffic, how long does it take to drive here from the east end of this island? In normal traffic. How often do you have normal traffic here? How often do you have abnormal traffic, heavy traffic? How long does it take to drive here from the northern edge of this island? 30 minutes in light traffic, not heavy traffic. Right. How long does it take to get here from the western end of this island? 30, 40 minutes. Okay. I get a question. When people spend all week fighting all that congestion, 5, 6 days a week, to get to work, are they going to fight the same thing to get to one location, no matter how central it is? A few. 4.5 million people? No way. Not going to happen. How many people are going to go to hell simply because they were too exhausted to make the journey? I know you have people coming from every part of this island. I know you do. And yeah, you're right. In the judgment, the people that came from the farther reaches of this island are going to stand in judgment with those people, and they're going to go to hell because they didn't come here. But we know, of course, that the Great Commission is come to church so we can preach the gospel to every creature. Right? Isn't that the Great Commission? No. The Great Commission is go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Your world is this city nation, this island. For this church, this is your world. It's awesome what all you're doing in other nations, but you're not going to be accountable for those other nations, because you are the witness of God to this city. And you're commanded to go. They're not commanded to come. They're only commanded to come to a Jesus that somebody first goes to them and preaches to them about. Any structure that works against the Great Commission by reversing the focus of the direction is not a structure that's from God. We're supposed to be taking it to them, not waiting on them to come to us. Let's put together a better choir. Maybe they'll come. Let's do better preaching. Maybe they'll come. Let's put together better programs. Maybe they'll come. What about let's just take Jesus to them and maybe they'll get saved? Apostolic structure will take Jesus to them. Okay? Second, each of the churches was under the jurisdiction or oversight of one angel. The messages spoken in Revelation 2 and 3 were not to 7 churches. Every one of those messages was addressed this way. And unto the angel of the church of Wright. Now, question. Was this angel a supernatural being? Answer. No. Proof. The Greek word angelos, translated angel in Revelation 2:1, 8, 12, 18, 3:1, 7, and 14, is translated 6 times in the King James Version as messenger in texts that refer specifically to human beings as being the messengers. Therefore, the Greek word angelos is not exclusively used in reference to supernatural beings. Strong's defines angelos as to bring tidings, a messenger, especially an angel, not exclusively, expressly an angel, by implication a pastor. Now that's Greek, that's Strong's Greek dictionary. Thayer says angelos means a messenger, an envoy, one who was sent, an angel, a messenger for God. Because angels cannot be responsible for the spiritual condition of a group of humans. And because the messengers spoken to, most messages spoken to the angels of the various churches implied that the messengers had responsibility for each church and that they had the ability to affect the spiritual direction of the church for which they were responsible. The only conclusion that is reasonable to draw from the context is that the angels of the 7 churches were the overseers or bishops of the church in their city. And he didn't speak to the angels, plural, of an individual church. Each time he said singular, and to the angel of the church at Ephesus, to the angel of the church at Thyatira, to the angel of the church at Sardis, etc., etc., etc. There was a single individual that was ultimately responsible to God for the oversight of all of the apostolic work in a geographical area. Needless to say, there are places on the far, what is called by Americans, the North American church, the foreign field, where this structure is in place. Singapore is one of them. You may have a board that works with Brother Willoughby overseeing the work here, but he is the bishop. He can make unilateral decisions without their approval. Is that correct or not? Therefore, one of the reasons there's been so much revival, one of the key reasons there's been so much revival in Singapore is that you have apostolic authority here. There's one person accountable to God for this work. Does he have people he's accountable to? Of course. You can't have authority unless you're under authority. And so he has people he's accountable to. But in this city, everything is accountable to him. In this nation, everything is accountable to him. Everything. Everybody is accountable to him in this nation. I am the bishop of Annapolis, Maryland. I am the bishop of Anne Arundel County, Maryland. I am the bishop of the state